That's the message that we get too much now, I think, from some of the cultural elites who want to say, well, you're all victims, unless you're a victim maker.
The most powerful moral tutors I've ever had in my life have been Holocaust survivors. Now, these people really were victims. Their lives were full of victims. And yet, these were some of the most life-affirming people I ever met, who simply refused to look back, refused to define themselves as victims. Said, okay, I'm going to have to begin life again in a new country without my family, so my fellow survivors will become my family. And what did they do? They built careers, they had jobs, they built marriages, they had children. And then, 50 years later, but not before, they started telling their grandchildren what had happened to them. They became the most non-victim people I ever met. There's a remarkable book now, it became a bestseller in the States and here, called The Choice by Edith Eger. Edith Eger was like the late Viktor Frankl, who went through Auschwitz. Edith Eger went through Auschwitz, survived the death march, eventually moved to America, became a psychoanalyst, used all the pain in her life to heal the pain of others, and then wrote her first book at the age of 90.
Wow.
And became a bestseller. And it's a life-affirming book. And that is the meaning of the name of the book, The Choice. Will you or won't you see yourself as a victim?
That's incredibly powerful. What you've just said ought to be something that every young person who's being tempted to paint themselves as a victim should hear, because it's actually a terrible entrapment. It's not a release. It's not an answer to the problem.
To see yourself as a victim essentially means to see yourself as powerless. You have placed yourself at the hands of the victimizer, the oppressor. Now, you can't do that. You're giving away your life.